Hi. Hi, guys. How are you? Ellen is on her way. I know that. Welcome, Deb. Woo! How exciting. What happened to Deb? There's Deb. You went off for a second. Are you driving?
My husband is driving. I put you on mute so you wouldn't hear our radio in the background.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Not a
I'm
problem.
listening.
All right. Congratulations for being on. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Christy Greer. How are you, gorgeous? New director. Woo! All right. This is a really good call for you to be on because everybody needs to know some of the things that Ellen and I are going to share. We're going to be looking at DIQ screens, and we're going to be talking about the WOW program and how you're going to get in that. Who do we need to text really quick to see who they're getting on?
Nikki has Kathy Bruner, but I don't know her.
Okay. Let me see if I have her in my system.
All right, I'm trying to get logged into the DIQ page.
Kathy Bernie?
Yeah, I believe so.
I know Christy Jackson said that she wasn't feeling real well and wasn't sure if she was going to get on tonight or not.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can find you guys again.
Now that I finished my ice cream, I don't look like I'm fading my face.
I was just eating really fast. I just got home at 7:30. I had to get James in bed, eat some food.
We're passing through Ravenna right now, so I'll probably be home in about 20-25 minutes. So
Very good. Where do you live, Debbie?
in Garrettsville, out by Hiram College.
Yeah, I know where that is. I didn't know. Eric went to Hiram.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we live in a campground, not about 3.5 miles or so from the college.
Yeah.
Closer to Nelson, between Hiram and Nelson's Ledges.
Got it.
But I needed a road trip. Well, my husband needed to go and I needed to get out of the camper. So we took a road trip down to Coshocton today.
Very nice. You are just like traveling people.
Love it. Yeah.
The grass does not grow under your feet. Is
No,
that the
nothing
saying?
grows under our feet. And not only that, but I also had 2 parties I was setting up on Facebook on my little my phone today. Plus, I'm doing my promotion to executive manager party that I did, and we're just under $500 on that. So it's been a that's a great mystery host party. I can't wait to award the mystery hostess here in 2 days.
Very cool. So tell us again what you did. You did a celebration party for your new title?
Yeah, I did a mystery host or Debbie's promotion to executive manager mystery hostess party, and I've had it going since Thursday, and we will. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing. We're on a bouncy road, but I told everybody I invited my entire friends list. I didn't even just go with my VIPs. I invited my entire friends list, and I told him, I said, I'm giving away the house. And Scott goes, good. He wanted a new truck and camper anyway. So, but everybody that RSVP'd, I put them in a drawing for 10% off their order. Everybody that commented during the entire party got to choose what they want out of my Tupper treasure chest. And the people that commented last night on my party page during my live party, they are getting party swag. Plus, I had all the guessing games and everything like that. So, but I'm at 500, or just shy of 500, and I had 2 bookings before I even had my first order. So that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I got another out-of-stater. I got a Mississippi now. So I've got, let's see, I've done parties in Mississippi, Arizona, Florida, and Washington now. I got 4
Okay.
states.
All right. So do we have Kathy join us?
Yes.
Oh, good. Hi,
Yes,
Kathy.
I'm here.
Awesome. Welcome to the call tonight. Your first one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's so cool. How's your little girl? Is she around there?
The baby.
Oh, there's the baby. Oh, so sweet. Hi, doll.
Wave hi.
Oh,
Oh, I'm looking at that.
Got
Over there.
him all wet.
You're bigger. Yeah. Oh, how sweet. Okay. Too fun. Too fun. So, Ellen, what about Carrie Rubicki?
I text her. She hasn't texted me back yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we can go ahead and get it started. Welcome to the call tonight. We are going to go over your Tupperware screens to help you understand your back office a little bit better. And when we're done with that, I'm going to go over your WOW program in your back office. And so we're super excited about just helping you see these screens and know what to do and how you can help coach your people with the screen use of the screens. It kind of helps you keep track of what you're doing. And also it is a huge benefit being able to have their addresses, see their party lineup, all those kind of fun things. So take it over, Ellen.
All right. Okay. So I am going to share my screens. All right. Can you see that? Are you looking at the Tupperware screen?
And if we mute you, it's only because we hear background noise, but you can take it off mute at any time to ask questions because this is a very small group. This is literally for intense learning, all right? And we want to take you to the next level right here. We have no intention of blowing past and giving you too much information at once, but at the same time, we want to really give you meat and potatoes on these calls. It's not fluff, all right? Go ahead, Ellen.
All right, perfect. So I am logged into actually Carrie Rubicki's account because as a director, your screens kind of change a little bit. So I asked her if we could use her login for the training tonight. And so just to kind of show you some of the things back here, reports and stuff that you can look at to just kind of see more about your team and all that kind of good stuff. So you all are familiar with the website. I don't need to kind of go step by step as to how I got back here, right? But this is her DIQ unit right here. All right. And so some of the things that you can do, which I didn't even know about some of these things, probably even when I became a director, was you can actually, let's find one of her managers. And so I do this, this is something I do as a director. She has, okay, let's do Amanda Tondo. So Amanda Tondo here is one of her managers. If I want to just look at Amanda Tondo's units, I can click on her unit sales. Anything that's in blue, you can click on. So I can click right on her unit sales and it separates Amanda out from the team. Right. And so it makes it easier when you're coaching, when working with somebody one-on-one to click right through to their units, just to kind of separate it out. And right there, I see she has 2 active personal recruits. So this month she's going to need to definitely recruit 1 or have somebody reactivate in order for her to be able to be paid as first off. All right. So I can look right at that and I go, oh, okay. So I need to talk to Amanda, make sure that she knows she needs 1 more recruit for this month. And then she also needs this and this in order to hit her manager numbers, right? So I see Amanda has 3 misses. So this is important. I need to talk to her because you only get 4 misses as a manager before you end up stepping down a level. So if she was a manager, she would step down to star or whatever. And so, yeah, so that is a great option right there as far as like when you're looking at your reports to kind of pull a whole unit out of your report just so that you can look at just that unit. Because sometimes when you're looking at the team page, when you're looking at the whole team, sometimes it's difficult to kind of like see the forest through the trees. There's so many names here, and you're sitting there counting. You're like, how many recruits does she have? 1, 2, and it gets complicated when you start having store managers, executive managers, and things like that. So that's an easy way to separate them out. And then right there, it tells you how many frontline active people they have, so you know exactly what you need to communicate with them. Because as new managers, a lot of times they don't necessarily know. They just don't know. I mean, they step up to manager, they're so excited, but they don't know that if somebody falls out, they need to replace them in order to be paid as, you know? And so that's our job, to kind of communicate those things to them. So something else that is something to look at, and just going by these reports, you can also single out weeks. You can go back. I'm going to look at August for her, just simply because there will be more numbers for us to look at. And so here is Carrie's August numbers, all right, for Carrie's unit. And so, so you can actually single out a week. So say we wanted just week 2 of August, and we want to just single that out and take a look at it. We can single it out like that. Say we want to look at the window of the last 2 weeks of the month and just kind of see what the trend was there, you know, what did she do? What did they bring in the last 2 weeks of the month? You know, just to kind of look at different things. So it's nice to be able to manipulate that and look at it week to week. You can also go back to 2019. If you've been in for any stretch of time, you can go back and look at past reports from the years prior and be like, wow, look how far I've come. You know, in 2019, I wasn't even a manager or whatever. All right, so that's something definitely that you can do. And then also this right here, this drop-down menu, usually it defaults to excluding inactive. But if you want to, you can go to all and then just hit go, and go just kind of like does whatever you just told it to do, right? So if you go to all, you can look at the inactive people and be like, oh, Kim Hewley, I haven't heard from her in a while. Maybe I should reach out to her. So you can just kind of go back and look at some of the people that are inactive, so that maybe you can go back and touch base with them. Something else that you can do is you can actually print up contact labels. And so this will print right onto, if you use the address labels, like the Avery address labels for the back of your catalogs, this is what this will print onto. It'll save you a lot of time if you ever want to just send something out to your team, even if it's a, hey, Record Breaker's coming, I'm so excited, you know, here's a personal challenge from me, you know, hold one party in Record Breaker, get this whole, you know, or something, just some sort of promotion or something you want to send out to them, right? It'll just make it easier so you're not handwriting everything. And even sometimes, so even if I'm not sending it out to the whole team, I'll print this on a page and I'll just pull off the ones that I want, right? So I'll just pull out the people that I want and just not worry about the rest of them. And it just makes it a lot easier and it goes faster. All right. So then also Dream Team, if you want to look at your Dream Team, what a dream, I don't think Carrie has any Dream Team, but what a Dream Team is so as a manager, you get paid 3 deep, right? And so say you have somebody that's on level 3 that promoted to manager. So all of the people in her unit are actually level 4 to you. So you don't get paid on them, but they count towards your goals to get you in DIQ and through DIQ. So that is a plus, all right? So because when you become a director, you scoop all those people up. When you become a director, you get paid and the sales count for everyone underneath you, which is kind of amazing. And I didn't realize that that wasn't known until I was talking to somebody, one of the new directors, and they were just like, well, I don't get paid on her because she's this far down. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, directors, you get paid on all of them. And I was like so excited to say that. I was like, oh my gosh. And they were like, that's amazing. So that's one of those little things that sometimes, you know, we forget to talk about and communicate. So so those are kind of some of the things right here on this team summary report. But also play around with these other reports up here, because you can see if you go into my challenge tracker, you can actually see your unit in here. You can see how your unit's doing with the challenge tracker, right? And the thing that's kind of cool about this is if you go into closed, let's go into August. So you go into closed challenges that have been earned, right? And you can see the people that qualified for them. And then you can actually, let's see here. You can see who has redeemed their coupon. So right here, we can see all these people that were recruited have not redeemed their coupon. That gives you a great conversation point to go and talk to them. And anytime you can find something like this that you can reach out and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know, not sure you noticed, your coupon has loaded. Don't say, hey, I saw that you didn't redeem this coupon, right? That's too big brother. People get all freaked out about it, right? So just go to them and just say, hey, I'm not sure if you realize the coupon loaded for the roasting pan. I know you don't want to miss out on that. It's only $30. Such a great deal. Let me know if you need help with redeeming the coupon, right? And then we have in our how-to videos on the champion units, there is a how to redeem coupons. Just whoop, send them that video, right? And just be like, oh, and you can even send it right then. Be like, hey, here's a video on how you can redeem that coupon. I'd hate for you to miss out on it, right? So anytime you have a reason to call them about something like that, you're serving them. You're like, hey, just didn't want you to miss out on this. Such a great deal. Hey, wanted to make sure that you saw that you qualify for this, this, and this. Hey, wanted to make sure, you know, whatever. Anytime you can reach out to them, that's kind of like putting credit in the bank, right? That's like putting money in your bank. So you're putting money in the bank, you're making deposits into this relationship, deposit. So then sometimes you really kind of need to know what they have going in sales, right? But if you made all these deposits into that account, right, and not asking for anything back, and then you go to them and you're like, hey, by the way, everything's closing this Wednesday, and I was curious, I'm trying to figure out where we're going to land. What do you have going in? Did you have a party this week that you need to close? Or is there anything I can help you with, right? Then it kind of buys you credit to be able to ask a question like that. Now, if you only reach out to them and only talk to them on the last day of the month, asking them what they have in for sales, they're not going to stay on your team very long. They're going to get annoyed with you, right? So that's why it's important to kind of realize you have some tools in your back office here that you can use to be able to reach out to them, right? You can also go in here through the Confident Start program. A little tip on this. So I personally do not recognize people as they hit various levels of the Confident Start program because I'm terrified I'm going to leave somebody out and hurt somebody's feelings. Okay. So I know, kind of throwing baby out with bathwater, but what I do instead, which nobody really sees, is I actually message them on the side. Right. And so I kind of I'm trying to get into the habit of messaging them on the side and saying, hey, congrats, you hit this level. Right. So they're still getting a recognition from me, a personal recognition from me. But if I did forget to recognize somebody, they're not out there feeling sad because I missed them, because I would feel really bad about missing somebody accidentally in a recognition that I did. And so that's another thing that you can do as well. And again, that's making deposits into that relationship, and you're able to kind of, and they're like, wait, I don't even know what is the Confident Start program? I just had my launch party and we submitted it. I got something, right? So sometimes they just don't even realize. And also here is the Manager Growth Program. I believe if Carrie is not in the Manager Growth Program, I believe if somebody's in the Manager Growth Program, this is where they can see how they're doing in that and track their points and things like that. And then the big thing here that y'all want to pay attention to is this DIQ program detail. Going in here, seeing where you're at, seeing what kind of goals that you have for the month, just so you know where you are, so you know what you're shooting for, right? If you don't have a target, it makes it really hard to be able to hit it, right? If you're blindfolded, it makes it hard to hit that target. So it's important to know where you're at and all that stuff with your DIQ program. All right. Let's see here. Earnings estimator. I think I talked about this on another call recently. Earnings estimator, go in here, play with these numbers, dream big, and just play with numbers and see how it would reflect in your bonus. I love to do that. It just, seriously, the whole first year of my business, I'd be like, Eric, come here, look at this. If I do this in personal sales, if I do that, and I would show him, and he's like, you get paid that? And I'm like, yeah, I get paid that. And it helped kind of help him. He's always been behind me with this, but it helped him see the bigger picture of where I really wanted to go in the business, right? And I still do it. I'll pull him over and I'll be like, hey, look at this. This is my paycheck so far this month. And then I'll be like, and I think we're going to do another blah, blah, blah. And then I'll put that number in. I'll be like, look at what I think it's going to be. And he's like, whoa, that's crazy, right? And so it's fun to be able to partner with them and pull them into what you have going on. All right, let's see here. Online reports. Yeah, you don't get that. I wasn't sure if you got that or not. But those are available to you when you become a director, and we will show you all about those. All right, and then, but also your party lineups. Definitely you can go in here and because Pam does, in a great day to do something like this would be Monday, right? Sunday or Monday. And go in here and look and see who's got parties up reported, and then reach out, right? If you know that Patty had 3 parties last month and now she only has 1 party reported up for this month, that's a great conversation point, right? And be like, hey, Patty, I know you had 3 parties last month. You had such great sales. I see in your parties up, you just have 1 party up. Did you have any more parties up that you need to report? And if she says, yes, you're right, I got to get those in there, great. If she says, no, I didn't date any parties for my parties last month, that's a coaching point. That's a place to be like, oh, really? Let's talk about that. What do you do in your parties to try and date parties? Let's see what's working. Let's see what's not working. Let me give you some ideas, right? So it's a great time to be able to talk to them about things they have going on in their business and pick them up if they're feeling down about not having any parties up or anything like that, right? And you can actually come in here. So say we talked to Judy and Judy said, yeah, I've got a party. I can come in here and I can actually be like, hey, you know what? I'm in your screen right now. I can just go, I'm in my report. Don't say your screen, because then she'll be like, what are you doing in my back office? All right. So just say, I'm at my report right now. I can add it for you if you would like. And so you can add that and you can hit update. Oh, it's not letting us do that. Okay, I guess you can't. I guess you can as a director, though. I know you can as a director. So, well, that's a tease. But again, it's a great conversation point with them to be able to talk to them about this. And again, because that's the name of the game, is making these contacts with your people. But, you don't want to just call and be like, hey, what's up? What I got going on, right? You want to have something to say when you call them. And so by just kind of looking through these reports, you can usually find some sort of a conversation going on. And you can even go back to units. You can go back to unit and you can just kind of go back to, we're going to go back to August, right? Whoops, not June. We're going to go back to August. My fingers are not working. All right. And then there's conversations. So you're like, whoa, Diana, look at your personal sales. Way to go. And that's just reaching out to her, be like, oh, wow, Diana, you had amazing personal sales this month. Congratulations. So exciting, and just kind of, talking to them and be like, tell me about your parties. What were people buying? Get them to talk about it so that way, if there is a problem, and be like, hey, what, how many parties do you have this month? And they say 0, then be like, hey, let's talk about that. What are some things we can do at your parties to help you date more parties, and just kind of work through that with them. So reports are definitely where it's at, to be able to see what's going on in your team, figure out better ways to coach them and work with them. And it doesn't have to be anything formal. It can literally just be a text message going, wow, Diana, what a great month you had. Talk to me about it. Were those parties? Were you collecting orders? What was happening? Right. So so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you. And also, just so you know, when you step a manager up in your unit, sometimes they don't show up right away. So the first couple days after the month, sometimes, they're running reports or doing things like that. The managers don't pop up. Like, sometimes it's immediate, right? The screen switch over, they're your new managers and you're good to go, right? But sometimes it takes a couple days for them to be able to show up. So don't be alarmed if that happens. If it's a week, definitely reach out and be like, hey, these managers haven't showed up. Do you know what's going on? We can look into it. But yeah, so that's what I have. All right, Pam, you can talk to us about the WOW program? Oh, you're muted.
Okay, I am. I'm so ready. The WOW program, who do we lose? we lost Kathy and we lost, you're muted.
Kathy's Kathy's
But you
here.
gained me.
I know we gained Christy, and
Chris-
Kathy and Debbie are here. They're just not showing their
Hey, I'm
faces.
here. My kids
All right.
were hollering.
No worries.
Not a problem. You can take that camera off. It's not a problem. Glad you're on. All right. Well, then I need to be, if you can still see the screens, that might help you. Just because I want to share with you how we do the tracking. This is, oh, that's not the screen I want to show. Not at all. Can you see that screen? You can't see that screen.
Mute it again. We're looking at what's your drive.
No, that's not what we want to look at. Here we go. Okay. The WOW program is extremely rich, and the qualifications are written right here. And this is in your back office. If you want to Google the WOW program, new director WOW, you need to have, they say 120 standard parties. I really wish they wouldn't do that, because I feel like that's scary. Okay. What you need to do is $60,000, and you've got 6 months to do it in, and you can have no month less than 7,500. And you need to have 4 managers entitled one of those months. And so let's go over and look at the screens. And that's where I was on the other, let me just go here. Okay, the reason why I want to show you this is if we go actually into the screens. Okay, so let's go down to one of the directors that is in the WOW program. Oh, there's Christy Greer. All right, so we can just go right into Christy's WOW program by pushing this button. That's the green button, because she's in WOW Growth. So this is her month 1, and when she hits 10,000, then she will qualify for month 1, and she has a 2 right here. One of these months right here has to have a 4. So 4 managers, titled managers, okay? So these 2 managers, they're definitely titled. They're titled because they have to have 4 misses to fall out, and this year they have to have 5 misses to fall out. And so they are titled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are titled all the way through January, even if they don't do anything. But in order for her to qualify for her WOW trip, she has to have one of these months here where there's a total of 4 that are titled, okay? So sometime in October, which the best month to do it is in September, because if you get 2 more people to step up in September, September is 5 weeks, and that's gonna be your easiest time to get new managers. So if you have 2 more people step up in September, and this month then shows a 4, then your manager qualifications is done. So the sooner you get that out of the way, the easier life is, all right? So you need 4 paid as managers. I said paid as, and that's the mistake. When you step out to be a new director, they have to, the 2 managers that step out with you have to be paid as. Now, this new one, the 4, they just have to be titled as manager, okay? And so, and obviously if you had a star manager and 3 managers, they count, all right? Just manager and title, any one of the title managers, manager, star manager, executive manager. And then this is where we need to get, this never can be lower than 7,500. And if it's over, then it actually removes from here, and your total there just gets lower and lower and lower. Let's go to somebody that's on month 2. Let's look at here, Melissa Tenney. You can see here, she had $12,016. So they literally take that off of that $60 total. So that's why some of the girls have done this lately in 2 months and 3 months. You have 6 months, but if you do it quicker, you earn the trip quicker, or whatever you decide to take if you're not taking the trip. All right. And so no matter what package you pick, it's the same qualification. You need to do the average of $10,000 every month for 6 months, never a month less than 7.5. If you go over, it does accumulate, towards that 60,000, and you have to have 4 paid as managers sometime. You see, Melissa started out with 5. That's awesome. All right. She is like done with her managers. That's really awesome. And then I wanted to go to the another screen. Let me stop share, and go to another screen, because I want to go through the different options that you have as a hello, buddy. How are you? I see you, James, cutie. All right, let's see. That's not the one I wanted either. Where did it go? Okay. Just go to. Are you still seeing my screen, or I stopped sharing it, didn't I? Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Let me go up here and share it right now, because I want to show you how easy it is to find things. Okay. All right. Share screen. All right. So we're back in the home screen. And when you're in the home screen, if you want to find anything, you go to your Salesforce website. And I mean, everybody does this, and just type in here, wow. So I'm going to look for my wow stuff. All right. So use that search button all the time. Don't try to find stuff, because you'll go crazy. All right. Then your wow celebration award, your the program, the growth, the questions, everything you need right here is in here. All right. So here's what we want to look at. You have a choice between the Disney package or the Hawaii package. If you choose to take the Disney package or the Hawaii package, you will get round trip airfare, and trip allowance of a $300 bonus check. You also get the Walt Disney World is a trip for 4. It's 4 days, 3 nights. And you also get the Disney 2-day hopper passes. The reason why they do 4 days and 3 nights is because they want you to have a hotel day, and they want you to have fun. All right. You can buy, and we did this one year, we bought the food package over and above this, just because we thought it would be a good idea. I'll be honest with you, that's a lot of food. All right. So, I mean, even for our group, it was a lot of food. The snacks and everything, really, it's a lot of food. But it is a good idea if you're trying to stay on a budget, make sure you not go over. Okay. But either one of these trips is a beautiful trip, and they just wine and dine you. And these are gorgeous resorts that they put you in. There's no cutting budget here. Okay. Then the other choices you have, the technology package is all your essentials. You have a laptop, and it's HP. You have a printer, HP. You have a projector, and you have a karaoke machine. That's not what they call it, but it's also cool for that. You have a sound system, and you have the remote to control everything. You have the microphone, and you also have the soft carrying case for your projector. You have paper. Oh, that's Microsoft Office. I'm like, why would they give you paper?
You get a ream of paper to go with your printer.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing so hard right
Nothing
now.
but the best. Nothing but the
I'm
best.
like, seriously? No. All right. You get Office. Yes. You get the Office package. I don't know if you guys use that. I have that. I love it. I've got Office 360, and it's always updated. I love it. All right. And then you get the Care Pack, which is awesome, because you want the care service. All right. Because if things goes wrong. The other package is the Tech Package 2.0. And this is more for like going live all the time. So you've got your iPad, and that is 126 gig, and you've got the holder to hold it up. You've got your wide angle lens, your tripod. You've got these are the wireless microphones. Then you've got 2 big lights to make you look the best, and accessory package. And you also got the adapter. Then the jewelry, this is a 14 karat white gold diamond, and it is very beautiful. I've seen it with the baguettes and the rounds. And then this is a diamond heart necklace, or you can take the $2,000 cash. So once you qualify, then you decide and you send in what you want, your intentions of one of the trips, and they're waiting for when they're going to start the trips again, or you choose the cash and run with the cash or one of the gifts. So you've got that amazing incentive. There's always going to be something there that's going to light you on fire and make you want to work for it and get you excited, get you up in the morning. I personally have taken, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 Disney trips. I went to Hawaii a couple times too, but we went to Disney because of the grandkids. In fact, my granddaughter today told me, I miss you and I miss Disney. I'm like, hint, hint. I've already got the trip. I don't want to go right now because right now we have actually a trip on hold that we had qualified for. So it is truly a wonderful time. And the best part about it is, I think, is the hotel is not something you probably would normally stay in. It's probably upscale compared to what you normally would go and stay in because they are very expensive. But what they do for you is they give you that discounted price if you want to extend and stay in the room for another night or 2 nights. And they also you can buy extra hopper passes from them. Now, the hopper passes aren't a great savings, but the hotel is, okay? Because Disney doesn't discount their hopper passes, all right? But they do give us a good deal on the hotel. So just food for thought. Anybody have any questions on the packages and the Disney Wow?
Can I ask about Hawaii? Because I will be going.
Okay.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Yeah.
Can we add extra nights on
Yes.
to Hawaii too? And we just pay whatever the price is for the extra nights, correct?
They give you the yes, they give you the discounted price that a really good price to add any extra nights on that you want to add, and your flights they cater to you.
Okay, awesome. I'm like super stoked because I thought I had to have 4 paid managers.
No, it's much easier to do 4 titled. Much easier. 2
Yeah.
paid is harder than 4 titled. Let me just tell you that.
Trust me, I know. I was sweating bullets last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited.
Totally doable, but I'm just saying the 4 titled. Once you've got the 2 paid in there, you can get 2 more in there. 1 month, get 1, another month, get another, or get them both in a 5-week month, which is really a huge benefit. And go in with 5. You saw what Melissa did. She's like, bam, all right. So
Right.
go with 5, yeah.
Well, I had 2 paid to become director.
Right.
Do they still have to continue to be paid and then I get 2 more titled? Or from this point forward, if one of them misses 1 month and I get 2 other ones that step up, then that's my 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
All
I
right.
misunderstood that. So that's much more doable.
I'm glad we talked. Absolutely. That's the advantage of these calls where you've got 100% of me, 100% of Alan, and you can ask us questions. We can go over it and just make sure everybody totally is aware of the huge offer this is. And I want to tell you guys, this is just the wow, the first stage of wow. If you go on to after that 6 months, don't come out of wow. You send Tupperware an email and say, I want to stay in the wow program, and you can go on to win a $22,000 check. And there's never an easier time to do it than right now when you go into this level, because your goals will never be this low ever again. So, and you can win this WOW program over and over and over again. So if you go through this and you barely make it, going through the ultimate WOW might not be your choice. You might want to start over WOW and go through it again and get a second trip or the $2,000 or whatever. But if you want to go to the ultimate WOW, it really is a big WOW. And you know, there's Harley in there, there's a camper in there, there's jet skis in there, there's snowmobiles in there, and there's a $22,000 check in there. All right, so it's huge. All right, huge. Do you want to look at it?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so can I be kicked out of director? I mean, not kicked out, but can they kick me out?
No, you would have to fall out. That means that you had 4 or more misses in a year. And at this point right now, nobody can fall out until April, because we get 5 misses this year because of COVID and the craziness that went on. And really, I mean, our sales exploded, but when it all happened, April was not a good month for a lot of people, but then March, March was not the good month. They gave us the extra miss in March. Then April really worked okay, so they didn't give us an extra miss, and we took off in May and haven't looked back. So
Okay.
they did give us an extra miss because they didn't want everybody stressing over the fact that, COVID just kind of robbed their business at first until everybody got a hold of themselves and realized this isn't going to ruin my business if I go internet. And so the other thing is when you take this trip, you do have to be titled director. So you can't fall out if you choose one of the trips because you can't fall out anyways. We're not going to let you, but yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So the discount that she talks about for the hotel, because we extended and one time we got an additional room and we got Tupperware's rates on the rooms. Crazy deal. Like the room at the hotel we were staying at the time, the rooms were like $400+ a night and we got it for like $100 or something ridiculous. Like it was insane. So it is very realistic to be able to extend a bit. Even if you don't want to go to the parks more and you don't want to spend more money on a hopper pass, you can extend it and just hang out at the pool or find something to do down in Orlando. I mean, seriously, it's just such a great deal.
Okay, so let's see how well I did. I forgot to tell you about the car. You can get a car in the Ultimate Wow, or you can get this Harley, or you can get a complete kitchen makeover, or you can get the snowmobiles, the camper, the 20.
I need the camper.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, I can trade mine in.
Yeah. Well, tell your husband there. He can get a brand new camper right there. The $22,000 cash option is there too. Okay. And so the car is a Ford Mustang V6 two-door convertible. And by the way, this is a free and clear car. This is not a car titled to Tupperware that you're allowed to drive and you have to qualify for. These things are free and clear. They're all yours, title, everything. All right. So by then you will also be driving a car if you choose to. All right. If you get to that, when you get to this level, you'll also be driving a Tupperware car at this level. All right. Of your choice at that time. All right. And so anybody have any questions on this?
What are the monthly sales for that?
It climbs, once you qualify in your WOW, the first WOW, then like for instance, let's go back to somebody's goals. Okay. This is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I don't believe, Kelly should be in this program and I just realized she wasn't. So she needs to send the email to Tupperware. But I don't think we have anybody actually in this program right now, but Kelly is supposed to, and Amanda Keaton is supposed to be in there. Ashley is in her WOW.
If you look at any of the WOW growth ones though, Pam, I think it has all three of those, like the regular, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Right.
So you can look at it from like an established director's standpoint.
Okay, so let's look at Alan's. Okay, so this is why I'm telling you, yours will start right here at 12.5. See, Ellen's is starting at 19. That's why it's going to be the easiest time ever for you to get. I don't care what you do through that 10,000 through that first trial. Yours is going to start at 12.5, and so hers started at 10% higher than what her team was averaging. And so here's a growth of 10% every month, every month, every month, every month. And then she has to maintain. And so you guys will be maintaining at 12.5 and then grow, 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 grow. So once you're done with your first 6 months and you get your WOW right here, see, this is where Ellen's earning a WOW as well. She can earn a trip to Disney. You can always earn that again and again and again. And so then she's going to extend and go up here and then up here, and this is where she'd get the 22,000 or
Gotcha.
the Harley, or I can just see Ellen driving a Harley.
Oh, Jesus. No, you won't. I can tell you that right now. I won't even ride on a Harley.
Next thing you know, he'll be selling Tupperware.
Okay. And you know, the funny thing is, and that's just, it's sincere from my heart. I'm telling you, these are earned all the time. We've had several of our directors earn this. Loretta earned it. Becky Fickelman earned it. There were, I mean, seriously.
Tammy, what was Tammy's last name?
Yeah,
Tammy
Tammy
earned
girl,
it.
a girl in West Virginia earned it.
Mhm.
Probably 4 or 5 champions have earned this.
Well,
So
and you figure you're growing your team, so you should be able to grow your sales. So
Right.
that's what the concept is they're trying to get you to build your team, which makes perfect sense.
right. Well, and that's the key, guys. Recruiting is the answer all the time. If you think you're going to get on this and not have a ton of recruits coming into the system, you're wrong. You got to have a lot of recruits. And when you have a lot of people working in the system and you plug them in to your upline director and champion, that your job is half over, okay? Because that is what's so cool about being part of champion is the directors are going to work with you, and then of course Jim and I work with you and your team and create the perfect environment to grow a business. So like, let's just face it, what the directors, you see them do is different directors train everything. Tuesday night, Ellen takes this baby and does it all the time on Monday nights, but there's always different directors on Tuesday night, there's different directors on Wednesday night. And, we do that on purpose. And then there's directors that'll go live on the, so directors, you find your niche and you say, hey, I think I'd be good at this. This is where I think I can help champion. And you slide in there and start doing something, even what we're doing now, or maybe something totally different that you feel you could do. And you don't have to do anything, but if you want to do something, we love having you. Okay. Cool. And so don't feel stressed about being a leader with champion. We really do hold you up and we carry you until you can fly on your own. We don't push you out of any nest at all. And, the bottom line is when you're successful, we're successful. And we don't want anybody not coming into the director title with feeling any stress, but feeling nothing more than the welcoming, and you have not arrived because there's lots more levels to go to, but you do need to know that your job, you're not alone on this job ever. Okay. Sound good? My big screen's over here. That's
Sounds perfect.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for your time tonight. Are we done, Ellen?
I think so.
All right. We did good. 48 minutes.
Bam.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you next Monday.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.